A year ago Meghan and Harry fascinated the nationality in their own, not completely conventional, specific date. Guests were aimed at long by the African-American Archbishop, Michael Carey. A sermon chorus executed the hard classical Stay By Me. And yet down there was yet a equine drawn transportation, a Almaz and Curtin, Schubert and the Philharmonic Society. It was, by general treaty, a nice marriage that honored mores in the families and backgrounds of both a fiancé and bridegroom. Of year a marriage on housescope isn't common, but it did get human beings speaking. Time couples are more selecting figurative ways to commemorate. Several claim the production is yet behaving as if everyone linking the note is whites. While Assumpta Vitka got betrothed, a boyfriend purchased her a heap of marriage periodicals. But the view of them dull her emotion. It was really disheartening not to see by myself reflecting in the pages, says Nigerian-British Assumpta. She presented them to her groom Horia, who is Romanian. But while he looked the just dark person he could discover was the diminutive drawing of a wedding clergyman in a Caribbean marriage. It got worse. While she went to a marriage shop, wherever hundreds of firms marketplace their goods and services, she felt nearly unseen. She stood at one stay time the jeweler visited a early client. He didn't recognize me one day, she says. Later two Caucasus female walked above and he once told Happy offer me a time and I'll be order in you. She walked off furious. Maybe, she says, he estimated how she had bounded finance tool. She had a such expertise at a wedding shop in London's finance area of Canary Quay, wherever she says the store assistants automatic showed her the cheapest, accession level options. Yet in the late, Assumpta had a made-to-order planner gown in a enormous boat train so as to more than dresses to carry at the Nigerian festivity she detained near her conventional marriage. Horia dressed in made-to-order fit and hand shoes, as in Nigerian conventional gown. Down there are powerful ethics reasons why the wedding production should represent a more variety in the pages of periodicals, and consider customers in equivalent honor. But down there are audio finance reasons too much. Zoe Hush, an text editor at the On the Internet marriage website, says it is just slowly dawn on the production how they could be making superior. Down there's been a length expired revival, she says. To a length period down there's been a increasing mind how the production as a entire hasn't been reflecting of the community how we dwell to. Confetti is hard to do its beat. 2 out of 3 editions of its ammunition depot include displayed Asiatic and blended race lid model. I believe the marriage of Harry and Meghan done the production pay more than focus to the reality how down there is a enormous kind of couples out down there and how they requirement to sense provided. New Star Raid says she as well noted the strange silent about dark brides while she began planner her marriage 7 years back. It didn't halt at periodicals. It was Shaw brochures, industry portfolios and podium shows. At marriage shows, candy bags are presented out comprising leather tanning means intended for whites brides. Do-up demonstrations didn't serve for dark leather. It was as if these shows were not waiting dark female to be upcoming via the doorway, not waiting us to be receive marital, says New Star. In the end New Star start up her own wedding mark, New Fiancé, that over the year posted the UK's at first marriage Shaw particularly celebration variety. The Shaw designed to serve for couples how requested to detonator various mores, races, confessions and cultures. Down there were workshops on menus, in instance guests were faced meal how was new to them, debate of which attribute and colors might indicate to various human beings, and how to honor various cultures out of looking love a car collapse. New Star says the production would do so to pay nearer focus to the marketplace with African, Caribbean and Asiatic families tend to commemorate for several days, in more than guests and more than abundant events, conducting about 2 times the general ordinary. She says blended couples in special wish to represent their backgrounds in their weddings, since frequently they florid additional hurdles, a marriage how celebrates both of cultures can assist to legitimize the association. To several human beings receive marital is on overcome discrimination, so it is on creature seen. And down there is thing on not creature catered to, how can do you sense you are valuable less than as a humane creature. 2 year ago Sophia Marital Ioala Alatunda, a UK Nigerian, and with her Pakistan household didn't endorse, lot, consisting her parents and sibling, chose not to visit. But she was yet established to represent all the aspects of their collaborative legacy, consisting their Britishness. Time the production public catering to conventional Southward Asiatic weddings is enormous and so established, she found firms weren't produced to ensure things how veered of really conventional styles. She says though largest of her friends appear to be in interracial partnerships, Asiatic marriage firms seem to be though more than persistent to changing rather than the main marriage production. Sophia couldn't discover caterers how would detonator Asiatic and African meal murries. They told down there would include to be 2 caterers, 2 kitchens. So in the end they ate chick in confectionery in a hyphen of turmeric. It was pleasant, she says. Yet really UK. They controlled to build a feeling of mixed cultures in her in Punjabi gown and the bridegroom in a verdant adapted coat. Her bridesmaids wore saris. His household was in Nigerian gown. With she is Muslim and her man a believer, they requested a humanitarian clergyman to hold a non-denominational facility, and the DJ stipulated a especially success mixture of priest, Punjabi piece of music and Afrobeat. But for the largest portion, she says, it thick felt love she was planner 2 concurrent celebrations. I requested a balance sheet of cultures, but in the end I had to discover individual ways. I would loving for who to propose the melding.